Hi, I'm Tommy Campbell, and at the time of this video, the Chinese spy balloon has managed to evade all Jewish space lasers. While many have followed the balloon in the sky, the lead balloon on the ground has been Mike Lindell freaking out after his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel, the same one he spent a year begging to get. Lindell went along with the offer from Jimmy Kimmel and ended up in a claw machine, but even though he appeared to be enjoying the attention, he's lashed out and is now calling Jimmy Kimmel a liar. And it's exactly what you'd expect from a pillow manufacturer gone mad, and I give his reaction a solid 5 dripping Giuliani's on the fail scale.
It can be negotiated, I think, within 24 hours. It really has to be done from the office of the president. And you have to get them both in a room. And there are things you can say to each one of them, which I won't reveal now, which will guarantee that this war will end immediately.
When you care so much about world peace that you have a plan, but it's your secret. It is pouring MAGA tears. Mike Lindell has a meltdown on his show over his appearance on Jimmy Kimmel. His viewers weigh in, and I have a laugh with the dumpster fire. I mock all the latest and stupid, including Kari Lake with Steve Bannon. Check to see if the socks stay on with Marjorie, Taylor Greene, and Alex in the bunker, and more.
China, this is a direct message and an order from Donald J. Trump to use your spy balloon to get pictures of Ivanka by the pool.
This is really cool.
And by the way, Smartmatic only has one county out in L.A. By the way, we've got the cast vote records for that county for the 2020 election, and it's pure fraud. Pure fraud. Pure computer fraud. We got that report, Brandon. It came back, and
Is pure fraud when you buy a steak sandwich from a vendor by the sea and it turns out to be fake? Is pure fraud when your MAGA boat parade sinks? What's he going for here? Let me know in the comments.
I do want to make something clear. I did not insist that Mike be in a claw machine because he's not vaccinated. I insisted he be in a claw machine because it's hilarious.
And it was hilarious. It was funny that it was even suggested, and it was great that Lindell badgered Jimmy to the point that Jimmy actually made it happen.
Jimmy lied to the American people, and that's a fact. He lied. So,
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Mike Lindell, I don't even know why he agreed to come in the claw machine, because you told me that's the only way I could come on the show to talk about election crime and about these voting machines. That's what was said, Brandon.
Because he wanted to showcase how mental you are, and you went along with it.
Well, what does Jimmy do? He lies to everyone and says, I didn't say that. I didn't tell Mike Lindell, you can't get vaccinated. You have to be vaccinated to get in our building. Let me tell everybody this part. I didn't get vaccinated, and I was in the building. I gave Jimmy a hug. He gave me a hug. Okay? Well, now, they did do, but I thought I had to be in the building. That's why I was going to be in the claw machine. Well, and I thought it'd be across the street, like you said.
First off, it's a comedy show that you begged to be on. Begged. Secondly, when he first joked about this, it was a little heavier in the pandemic. So there's a strong chance the policy got a little more flexible.
We both, me and my gal, we had to take these tests that I hadn't seen. This was they're real fancy. The guy came to our hotel. It had to be done 12 hours before to take this COVID test. And if we didn't get there in time, you wouldn't be able to do that. I thought, wow, what's going on here in California or at Jimmy Kimmel's, where you have to get even this test and be in a claw machine.
Well, if Lindell had done any international travel, he would know that this was standard during COVID for a long time. But most tests aren't all fancy like he's describing. Usually you just go to a Rexall or a walk-in clinic to get it done. But more and more of these services popped up. We had one backstage where they tested us ahead of our flights the next day. And then by the time the show was over, we had the results attached to all our travel data.
And the thing about Mike is that he doesn't care. He really doesn't let things like that bother him. He doesn't let his opponents bother him.
You sure about that, sweetheart? He seems pretty upset.
I'm not going to get vaccinated to come on your show. I refuse to get vaccinated. And if you have that policy in your building, but it sounds like, Brandon, he lied about the policy in the building because I was in the building.
And you hugged him.
And I hugged him. He hugged me. We both hugged each other. I'm sorry that that he lied to.
What's wild is that Lindell's so foolish that he actually thinks that a claw machine is some sort of sterile medical capsule that he could be in. Like, all those kids playing the games would be fine if Lindell was infected and contagious thanks to some plexiglass and plush toys.
You know, the workers all had to wear masks and stuff, but obviously there was another lie told that you had to be vaccinated to be in the building. Otherwise, they let me in a building and I wasn't vaccinated. So that makes me look like even what? What does it make it look like, Brandon? I don't know. It seems like it's this lie piled upon lie so the media can attack me and make me look crazy like, oh, he just wanted to jump inside a claw machine.
You make you look crazy. Okay, so this is the big thing for Lindell. He thinks that his fans are going to find out he was in the building, which means he had to be vaccinated, and that goes against his unscientific beliefs. He's actually worried that his fans will think he's vaccinated. I am far from a Bannon fan, but I think even he's having a tough time buying the Jesus thrill she's trying to sell here.
Come with me to church. And she told me about the church she belonged to. And I go, isn't that one of those mega churches? She goes, oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. I walk in and the music, the worship was so powerful that the first 3 times I went, I cried.
You could feel the Holy Spirit there.
Oh, my gosh.
You could feel the Holy Spirit
I
touch
felt
you.
a connection with Jesus Christ that I'd never felt before.
I was fooled by electric guitar, drums, fire, and a smoke machine like the rest of these people. You went to a concert poorly disguised as a church and had a good time while making people like Joel Osteen extremely wealthy.
And that man on a world stage, nobody can match him. We have major issues on a world stage. We've got to have somebody who can go in on day one, calm the world down. I mean, we're on the verge of World War III right now. I actually really love the man. He's a great human being.
Nobody can match him because he has a patent on the deep color of fake tan that he uses. Like, how mental are you to think that the rest of the world saw Donald Trump taking Sharpies to maps, staring at an eclipse, losing to an umbrella, suggesting injecting disinfectant, saying COVID would disappear while hospitals were overflowing, and thought, great human being.
Logan, I'm looking at my picture here. Is that a new thing you're doing where you kind of blur the background? Is that a new thing you're doing where you kind of blur the background?
He did say nude thing. The master self-debater has naked Logan on his mind.
No, I think that's on your side. That's on your side. That's what Skype
Really?
does. Skype does that for most everybody now.
Well,
I mean, you can turn it off. You can turn it off.
Whoa. It wasn't doing it up until this interview, Brandon.
A setting got changed probably.
This is what we call user error. You can push random buttons and then blame the device all you like. But again, this is why Mike did not even come close to getting the RNC chair. He struggles to operate basic technology, yet he's the guy who's dumped over $100 million into setting the record straight about voting machines.
Jimmy Kimmel is a late night bully, and that's what he is. That's what he's always going to be. He's a leftist late night bully with low ratings. These late night shows, with the exception of Greg Gutfeld's Fox News show, they're all tanking, right? So
they're not tanking. Jimmy Kimmel's show is hugely popular, and it's actual comedy. Gutfeld's is trash.
Alex here, still in the bunker with Marjorie. Again, good dude. She has been like a rapid-fire wheeler and dealer on all the committees. In fact, she is so good at the negotiations and American knowledge stuff that she reminds me of the fella off Pawn Stars. Like, if he had long hair, we are talking MTG's Las Vegas twin. That's the dad, Rick, okay? Not him. Are y'all, like, just messing with me? Like the rest of the globalist George Soros Panda Express, okay? Just take one look at her. You cut her hair, and she is totally Rick's son, Corey. Now, sometimes we goof around, and she'll stand at the kitchen counter in a black polo shirt, and I'm like, where's MTG? Because a mega hot version of the Pawn Stars dude is near the toaster that I still hope Mike Lindell does not take away. Then I will bring her something valuable, like the My Little Pony figure I had Donald Trump sign. And she will negotiate hard before the clothes hit the tiles, and I'm willing to pretend to let go of the My Little Pony, and she can write me up and do all the paperwork she wants. But if these incandescent kitchen bulbs expose one blonde meat swamp hair on those salted peanut shell toes that would have the Hood's factory line shut down at the mere sight of their chunder-inducing shape and color, and then you tack on her skin that looks like the crispy, crusty, bubbly edge of a $10 egg over-fried in a pan, so rusty it looks like someone made it from one of the old Ford Tempos in the parking lot of a Trump rally, then I will put both My Little Ponies away and lock myself in the pantry in fetal position until next spring, because what is the rule, MTG?
The socks stay on.
The socks stay on.
Just got off the phone with George Santos, terrific guy. You know, he's been giving free donuts to reporters and glazing them himself.
This is really cool.
I need your help. Please make sure you have notifications on. It's something really small that helps out YouTube creators such as myself and allows you to catch my videos as soon as they get released, whether they're on my usual schedule or not. Thanks so much.
Donna, line 2. Donna, thanks for calling in tonight, Donna. Go ahead, Donna. Hi, Donna, line 2. Donna?
Hear me now?
Yes,
Can
ma'am.
you hear me?
Gotcha.
Okay, I just wanted to say that, you know, Jimmy Kimmel did lie, but I don't think anybody cares. And I don't watch his show, and I think he's very pathetic. He has to use that laugh machine, and that was pretty stupid. Oh, yeah, you listen to it. You can hear it. It's canned laughter because he's not funny.
They have a studio audience and they are more than up for a laugh. I think the only cans Donna's familiar with are Marjorie Taylor Greene's spam cans that she's been using her head to hammer because she is clearly not all there.
And I don't think Mike Lindell should ever talk to him again because Kimmel is just, he's a jerk. We're so used to lies. I mean, the mainstream media lies to us all the time. They're still pushing the COVID shots. So, you know, lying is a part of everyday life now. So I support Mike Lindell. Go Mike.
MAGA tears. Dems love rhinos. Viva Trump and USA. MAGA tears. Tommy Peanut Head. I would call you a joke, but that bar is too height. MAGA tears. MAGA. No Biden. MAGA tears. Here's a tip. Get a life and stop bashing Trump, the greatest leader America has ever had. MAGA tears. Thanks so much for watching. Help me out by sharing this video or posting it on your social media and following me on mine. It costs you nothing and makes a huge difference for me. I am a one-man show here, from script to screen, the editing, even the graphics. So if you can afford to, please throw me a tip with the easy PayPal link or smash that super thanks button, and be sure to check out my mugs and stickers that go great with those MAGA tears. I am a stand-up comedian. I've played in 35 countries and have toured with Jim Jeffries for several years. I have 3 albums. You can stream them on Spotify, Apple Music, or catch them on SiriusXM. Thanks for watching. Life's short. Be cool, be kind, take care.